So this is session 8 of Rippers Resurrected. To give the quick recap, last session the heroes delved into the sewers below Hanover looking for the Coven of evil witches that had ambushed the Rosicrucians. The group managed to defeat the witches along with the demon they summoned. It was a hard-fought victory, which almost cost Quark his life.
Would have been worth it.
Returning to the House of Rosicrucians, Ford had stabilized Frida, a leader of the Good Coven, who was happy to hear they had won. At this point, it was well after midnight in-game. And the next train did not leave Hanover until 9 a.m. So you had time to speak to Frida, or just go away to the train station.
Who's Frida?
She's the last remaining witch.
Fritos?
Come on, what's the response? Who's
What?
Frida? My boss. Or rather, my secretary.
It departs Hanover, arrives at Bremen at 10:30, leaves there at 11, and arrives at Bremmerhaven at noon. You guys might actually make it to Bremmerhaven tonight.
I don't believe it.
Doesn't say that it's Frida.
It's entirely your choice,
Frida doesn't.
as it has been for the past 3 sessions.
It's been entirely our choice, but you really want to do these other things.
Work on that.
Actually, I have not pushed. I didn't think I pushed very much stuff.
Gives Worthal's number.
So, all right. So, Frida's been stabilized courtesy of Ford. I recall I did give you 1 healing potion, and we ultimately used it on Quark.
Yes. Oh, was it Quark? I thought it was.
You guys ultimately
I
used
think
it
that
to
was me, yeah.
stabilize one of you two.
Yeah.
You're good enough. You know, it's 12 minutes later in game, but it's the next session, so you're fully healed.
Okay. Because that's how games work. That's how life works.
That's how it makes sense today.
Excuse me.
All right, so anybody?
So we are back with her now.
You're back. You made it back to the witch's house. She's there. She said she thought a couple of members of her coven had escaped, but she wasn't sure. That was when you first met.
Miss Frida, we had an unusual, how shall we say, interaction with those who masqueraded within your coven, culminating in the summoning of a terrible demon. Would you happen to know anything about that? And we recount what happened.
Okay, so you
Somebody come to him about recount what happened.
did you get knocked on the head and forget what I said last week?
Last week, it was like 2 hours ago.
14 minutes.
That was a month ago, real time. I just want to say that. According to my notes, that was like January 2nd when I last played.
You weren't even remote last time. You just didn't play.
Yeah. No, that's right.
Okay, so her coven, the Rosicrucians, had about 6 or 7 people in it.
Yeah, they all got murdered by the.
Well, this other coven of like 6 came and asked to join.
Right.
They joined. They infiltrated. They betrayed. They killed. Their goal has always been to summon a demon, and the information that the Rosicrucians had allowed them to do that.
But the Rosicrucians aren't all witches. They're a mixture
Of alchemists, wizards, etc. This group
happened to be all witches.
happened to be witches.
So I guess my point was we described what the demon was, and the question that I was trying to get at, but maybe I didn't ask it the right way, is what do you think the goal was? It seems very strange to summon a demon and just kill yourself. You'd think that there was some sort of ulterior motive.
What do you mean kill herself?
Well, as we described, they threw themselves into the pit as part of the ritual. Yeah,
Were they bleeding?
Indeed. There were many pointy objects.
Oh boy.
Don't go.
That look on your face does not bode well.
No, the blood, their witch blood. The blood changes to use magic a little bit.
Which blood?
Witch blood.
Which blood? Whose blood?
Their
I don't
blood.
know.
Too easy.
Third base. Hunger.
Their blood when mixed.
Did I get my pennies?
These lady only gets just.
I was under and you were over.
When
I was on time.
they're magically enhanced blood when mixed with demon spawn.
Demon what?
Spawn
Spawn, right?
could result in, let's just say, some things that we don't want to come visit. Hopefully that won't have occurred.
Too busy making a dirty joke. We mix what? Sorry.
Okay, and is he all liquored up?
As much as usual.
It's 9:30. He's gonna make it to 11.
As much as last time?
Not as much as last time. I'll be asleep tonight.
I will be asleep whether I drink or not at 11. Ask Sherry. We'll watch any show. You watch it? Yeah, I'm watching it.
Just like his son at 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Tyler. All right. So basically, she goes on to state that the mixing of witch blood with demon spawn could result in some sort of hybrid creature that's.
It doesn't matter if they were bleeding. I mean, they still fall in the pit.
Well, the blood was exposed.
Yeah, but you realize when we looked into the pit, it was only like 3 feet.
Oxygenated.
It was 3 feet.
Witch blood.
Yeah.
Versus.
She seems like quite a sacrifice to make. I don't understand what the gain would actually be to them or their cause.
If you had a child, you would understand. But perhaps if I put it in the phrase of,
I'll have you know that I did have a child taken from me.
and you would do anything to ensure their safety or to make them better.
Of course.
Now imagine you could give your own blood to make something that much better than you, or at least in your warped mind and their warped mind.
That much better than me. I don't
Burke
see
shakes
how.
his head,
how
trying
that could
to
be.
grasp the concept.
I do not understand it either, but that is how they think.
It sounds hideous.
It could be just their exposure to all the hideous things they've done
How could
paints
be
them that
better
way.
than us? Better than us, right?
And I'm sorry if I insulted you.
No,
I
it's
don't mean
all
that I
right.
mean to do so.
Fresh wounds still cut deep.
You guys you're welcome to rest here until
What happened to all other
Suggestions?
world's cruise ships?
Excellent.
the ones that were here.
No.
There were six. There were six. 3 of them fell during the
That's it?
battle.
All witches?
All witches.
What
were here.
about alchemists, wizards,
Which?
Just let it go, Indiana.
and old worlders? Old
Yeah.
worlders.
They asked
Start
about
so
the
hard.
old world.
How did you find out about us?
I don't recall. How did we find out about that?
You found a record of the old
The
worlders.
Bremen.
We
Bremenhaven.
found
Berlin.
we found a record of this association with the Berlin Old Worlders. And the child here knew how to get here. Yes, you Ford.
Don't sell me out.
Ford was the son of one of the more respected of the Old Worlders.
No, rippers.
Rippers? He was a ripper?
His father was a ripper. Yeah.
Oh.
What will you do now that you've lost most of your coven? Can you rebuild?
I
Can you rebuild them? Make them stronger.
We have. Somebody should take that as a flaw whenever they use their special powers.
It makes it.
But everybody can hear it. Like everybody can hear it.
I will see if I can find my sisters. Hopefully, there's the 2 that escaped are still alive.
If we can help you with that, we will do that.
If we didn't have a ship to catch.
If we can find them in
If
the
we
next
did not
4
have a ship
hours.
to catch fast.
So, and then there are several other groups of Rosicrucians that I'm aware of.
Do you think that they would be allies if we should come across them? Can you put in a good word for us?
I think that what happened tonight will help restore the trust between our groups.
Unite us.
Unite the plans.
I'm not uniting clans. You can keep it in your pants.
Do you know if any of
Him, on the
guys
other
are-
hand.
Hey, he is vulnerable. Do you happen to know if any of the other Rosicrucians were taking refugees from the Old Worlders from Berlin?
I don't know. I don't know how anybody would have known. Who are you? Or what are you looking? Who or what are you looking for? And where are you going?
We are on the way
looking
to
for-
Bremen. We're in Bremmerhaven now.
You're in
Bremen.
Hanover. You're going to
I
Bremmerhaven.
thought we were
Or Bremen.
No, Bremen's the intermediary stop.
No, I thought
I thought Bremmerhaven was intermediate. So.
No, Bremmerhaven's your final destination.
We're in Germany. We're in Germany. We're going to a different part of Germany.
Now we're back to America.
To try to get
The Reds are even going to America.
device to get us to America. That's all.
We gotta follow McGovern. I'm looking for Dr. Johann Fresian.
Ooh, well done.
I don't know the name. You said you're going to Bremmerhaven?
Yeah.
Da.
There is
Yeah.
there's a refuge there that we're aware of that we've shared with the old worlders in the past, a safe house. And she gives you the address.
Danke.
Clerk, write that down.
Writes it down.
Quark doesn't need to write it down.
He's a mentalist.
Yeah.
He
It's
has
just
those
there.
tricks where he remembers large amounts of
Write
information.
it down in brain.
All right. It's done.
Sorry, that's
We also
very
take the
Russian.
time to maybe share with her the plight
How's that pillow
of all
feel?
of Europe, and the fact that we have a man who's got Jekyll and Hyde formula, and he's on the loose.
This is part of the reason we separated from
We
the
go for
Rippers.
you.
Is that going to bring you luck? Or are you looking for a genius?
Just feel it.
Why is that? You felt that they posed a threat?
We stopped using Ripper Tech,
Broke
even
it.
though we were the inventors of it,
Mm.
because of
See if you can fix
the
it.
side effects. The Hyde serum is no different than Ripper Tech to me.
But certainly, all of technology comes with risk. The 5 million Chinese who built those railways across the U.S. country, I understand, did so at great pain. But the advantage of it was well worth it. In the end.
Yes, but they were not attaching soulless abominations to their body.
Well,
Uh,
one might argue that the enforced slavery that built that railroad station was equally soulless.
May have been. Perhaps they were using Ghost Rock. I don't know.
they.
Oh! They do not take place in the same universe. There's actually a question
I
about
was
it.
gonna say they were
It would
Buddhists.
naturally.
Could've.
Yeah.
They were Buddhists.
Oh,
Soulless.
We could run into our old characters from the Weird West, from Deadlands. That'd be pretty fun.
I finally get to find out what happened to freaking what Joel's character came from.
When we go back, we will find out that backstory.
I totally want that still.
The soulless minis of
His
orthodoxy.
twin's name.
Yeah, Warren Cooper.
Where do you come from?
So,
What was your last name?
I just uninstall stuff. I gotta leave it over.
I still must think that the advantages outweigh the disadvantages, as long as they are used in a wise fashion and not abused.
would you subject yourself to being implanted with?
Of course not. It's a sickening aberration.
You're
Don't say anything.
But I see the use for it.
He will come around.
Whether he has choice or not.
Do you have any recommendations for us when we get to Bremmerhaven, aside from this possible point of call, this place?
Safe house.
Safe house. Yes.
It's within my power to say you're welcome to stay there as long as you maintain the place,
Thank you.
as long as you need to.
Secret word.
I wish you luck with your hunt.
Do you have any contacts there who might be able to assist us once we arrive?
She thinks about it for a few minutes, and she seems reluctant to add more. Like she's holding a little something back.
Oh.
Why don't you give me a streetwise?
Do better than that. No.
I don't think I brought my
Go ahead.
Use the mind reading power as a last resort.
I can use knowledge of cult.
Be my guest, Bob.
Who's got streetwise? I don't want her to know how to
Knowledge
read
of
her
cult.
minds. I don't want to offend her.
Streetwise.
I was gonna say she might know something's up, but then again, you don't know if you know do you know. You do these things on purpose? Do you know if you do these
You
things
gotta
on
put your
purpose?
hat in Bull's ass.
Yeah. Mikey, I need your streetwise check.
Would you rather take the butcher's word for it?
Whoa, Mikey, rolling. It's no dice. That's what happens when Mikey doesn't roll the dice. Jonathan definitely thinks that she's holding something back.
I got a 4.
I'm curious just to try this thing tonight versus dice. So we'll see what
I'll
happens.
try.
It is convenient in some regards.
Do you need
It is, but like I said, I mean, it's really rare.
You missed the tactile.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, I
I
do.
have 3.
I like actually rolling the dice.
You were too busy looking at her cleavage.
Roll a 3. I got a 3. I rolled a 4 and then a 1.
You guys
can
are-
put a 1.
You guys are leaving me hanging here. My
So
gosh.
so Erling and Laszlo are completely enthralled with her cleavage.
Wait, Mike, just a reminder, on the chat you have a 1d6, but don't forget you got a wild die on that too, so you roll another 1d6.
Before.
Oh, okay, that's right.
26, right.
That doesn't help.
And then he notices the rip in her skirt where her leg is showing through.
You look good for being almost dead.
She's shown hospitality and we've helped her out. Do I invade her mind in an invasive manner for something that's not really life or death?
Does that have anything to do with you getting your family?
Not really. So no, I'm not going to invade her mind.
All right.
Tempting though. I would like to,
Isn't it always?
but I don't think Portugal.
She smiles at you almost like she knows what you're considering.
But
If
it's
she,
not happening. Last but not least, our quest is indeed
She's German.
a challenging one. If there's any additional assistance you can provide on our way, it would be appreciated. Particularly as we suspect we may be encountering more of the supernatural.
you're welcome to keep the weapons that you've taken,
Oh, that's very good.
which was the a cold iron sword and axe.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That's very kind of
I
you.
wish you luck. Please telegraph me. Let me know what you find if you succeed,
And
or worse if you fail.
we don't know if this coven has more members. You should watch out yourself.
Yes, I believe I have to go through their things, but I believe what they said is that it was a half-truth that their coven was destroyed or was hunted, but I wonder if it was hunted by people of good repute, or worse, that they had summoned a demon and lost half control.
Indeed.
Is there anything we can do to help you?
Fly, you fool! Save the world!
Let Jonathan Hawker know we are back on the map.
Is it a full moon out tonight?
No, almost.
In game or here?
In game?
Oh. I dropped one of my die.
I love you, Rick.
Oh, there it is.
I didn't
Why
know
is that
that.
a
Fucking hate
percentage?
Mike.
I was wondering where that was coming from.
So, hey, Mikey,
Yeah.
if you need any kind of more reason to abuse Adam, he starts working for me on Thursday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I never need a reason to abuse
I was
that.
gonna say, like,
Underling.
I think the first time I
love
met
Dr.
Mike,
Nefario.
Underling.
I love Adam. It's never abuse. when
say,
he
Mike's
lets
been
him.
abusing me for about 15 years now.
Dr. Nefario.
You guys got to put the band back together. Mike, you got to go back to working for that company as well. And then,
I don't think Mike could sell what we make.
Can you sell transportation management software?
What is it?
Transportation management software.
I can sell anything.
Mike, you can sell
I
a
think you could sell it.
Door to
Mike
door.
is a-
popsicle to a woman in white gloves.
A ketchup popsicle to an Eskimo?
Sales is sales, whether you're selling a popsicle or you're selling a
That's-
piece of software.
It's more about learning the industry at that point. More
Just
for
learn, yeah,
speed.
just learning the industry part of it.
Find my guys.
All right,
Hey,
so
remember, Josh, I might be looking soon, so.
That'd be wild. Then we all have to move back into Enterprise, too.
Office space still open.
Oh, is it really? Ever since they left, nobody took it over?
no, there's space across the hall that's open.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Which
I
is
noticed
Mikey.
that there's a lot more parking there now than I remember.
Oh, you're gonna have that nice garage again? I miss that garage.
There's still a couple of floors Josh hasn't worked on Further Enterprise, whatever it is.
Not many. All right.
Even where it is now, we used to work on that road.
I worked in the building behind, but anyway. All right, so Frida wishes you well. Assuming you're done with her.
I think so. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I think we got everything we can get out of Frida.
I think it's time to go to Bremmerhaven.
Actually, I have one more. I have one more thing for you.
Who are you?
There you go.
Frida's boss.
She whispers something to Ford, and Ford goes into a cabinet and retrieves a small box, and she opens it up, and there's a series of vials in there, and she hands you one, and it's a
Oh, wow.
it's that blue.
Ooh.
Ooh.
A deep indigo kind
No,
of blue.
it's more of a lightish blue,
Oh, sorry.
but
It's a light royal.
What?
she says this will neutralize most poisons.
The copper solution.
Hmm.
It may offset the effects of the Hyde serum in one individual.
Oh,
It will?
how many of these
It
we
may. I do not know. This is the only one I have made right now.
Oh.
Are there any side effects?
The
Can we
side effects
dilute
vary
it?
on what is fighting in your body.
Can we dilute it and give it to 2 people, 4
You
people?
know, all we have to do is
I
we
don't
just
know.
dilute it over and over and over and over and over again until there can't possibly be more
Put me
than an
up,
atom
please.
left, and then you know it's gonna work.
Let's do a high five with each other over this.
We're 20 years ahead.
I don't even know if it will work. It's the best thing. It's the best option I have that could help you.
It's our last
It's your last resort.
best hope.
It's your big red button.
In case of emergency, break this file.
It's the panic button.
What if you took it? What if you took it and not on Hyde's theorem?
Well, it's by default it's a it defeats most poison. It counteracts most poisons.
So,
Alcohol, too much turmeric.
If that's your poison, yes, but I would save it for something a little more death defying.
For the record.
What happens if you drink too much turmeric?
Somebody might want to write that down.
LD50.
Mom's got that. It's got
Quirk that has in brain.
Frida's potion. Frida's potion of unknown uses.
It's the beast.
poison negation.
It's surprising how bad Laszlo's English has gotten in this session. he just forgot all prepositions and.
You know why? It's because now we speak German.
That's true.
I was actually thinking it was Laszlo's intelligence that was.
Laszlo what?
Intelligence.
Or
Intelligence.
lack thereof.
But I think you're still basing it off of Daru. Is that?
He's Hopper.
Yeah.
He's Hopper. No, my cousin's not firing. I don't know what. He's Hopper.
Oh.
I don't think. He's Hopper. Oh, I love.
Daru was total spray and pray. Put as much paint in the air as possible. Anyway, moving on.
I played with him as well.
Yeah,
On Echo. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I can place a call to a livery service to transport you to the place call. I can tell Ford where to get a livery service to help you get to the train station if you're unable to make it yourselves. You guys look a little worn.
That's very fun.
Livery service. No, we'll just get handsome. We'll take us
We've
All right.
not yet slept tonight. I think I could
You
use.
slept in like 3 days.
You nap on the train.
Well, while the two of you were using the handcart,
Oh yeah.
I slept. That was pretty good. Yes.
we could probably use a shower too. Just saying for the record. We just spent
You were just
a couple
crazy.
hours in the sewer.
Do we have enough time? Can we use her? Can we clean up at her house? Or-
You're welcome to clean up. Yes,
Do you mind?
not at all. By all means.
That's very kind of you.
Maybe you help.
I'm not. For the last time,
condition for that kind of stuff.
I'm not.
No,
going
the
to
cleanup.
No, we got laundry that needs to be done.
You've asked me 4
Laundry.
times now, last night. 4 times. The answer is still
How
no.
would you know how she would help us physically?
Laszlo said that laundry is women's work.
Well, yeah.
I don't want to put on dirty clothes.
There's a group bath downstairs.
Group bath.
Laszlo's just thinking, with all those witches?
How many? How big is Coven?
Turkish bath, that's what this.
You ever been in a Turkish prison?
You ever seen a grown man naked?
All right, you guys take your time. You get cleaned up.
Hey, gladiator movie.
You, I assume you all have at least 8 change of clothes
Sure.
Sure.
Do now.
in your packs.
Ford's been carrying our bags around.
This one's fine.
You have a pack. And so before you know it, it's about 7:30 in the morning. Frida's recovered enough to make you guys some breakfast. It's toast and jam. It's nothing spectacularly exciting.
I like bread and butter. I like toast and jam.
It's not Dr. Nefario jam, right?
Somebody else is listening to too much 60s music as well. It's not just me.
Dr. Nefario jam was the best stuff in the world. It turned the minions from purple to yellow again. It tasted horrible, but it fixed the minions. Anyway.
I need that potion.
Alrighty. You board the train. Unless you have anything else you want to do in Hanover. Shop for anything.
Yeah, change of clothes. since I'm
Their
not.
food of choice would be
Those
anything
clothes are
that
good.
we should like try before we leave.
The brats.
Pretzels, brats, beer. Like, what do you think is the
Anywhere in Germany, it's the beer and.
Every village had its own brand of beer. Like that's what they're known for in Europe. So you probably get a unique brand of beer.
Is there a Gothic cathedral that we can visit?
Like 5 of them, I'm pretty sure. They all look the same.
Alright, we got that.
Big bowl
Okay.
of sauerkraut.
There's a cemetery.
The biggest ball of sauerkraut in
Big
Germany.
bowl of sauerkraut.
Is there anything we
Nice
do in
trip.
terms of supplies?
That sounds like it should be. It's a weird outfit.
Like what other we know cold iron is bad. Does everybody have a cold iron something at this point?
I think I don't know. What I
You
know.
each had a bullet. A couple of you used those up last session.
I think I used mine maybe.
I have 2 silver bullets.
Silver bullets. It wasn't cold iron. It was
I have a
silver
silver
bullet.
Yeah, we had silver bullets.
I was
We had a
going
couple
to
of
buy
stakes,
cheap
wooden
ones.
stakes.
So you still have
Each.
3.
I have some wooden stakes.
I
Does
have
everybody
three.
have
I have a cold iron sword.
Who has the cold iron axe? Because there was a sword and an axe.
I thought Lyle took that, but
He has a
I
silver
have a
flail that
silver
recovers
flail.
somewhere else.
Oh.
You got the silver flail
I
from
should put a couple silver tips, a couple cold iron tips. That would make sense.
Yeah, multi-purpose.
Gold tip, whatever.
Yeah.
Every
There's-
tip is a different
Tip
material.
everything.
Gotta find
There's
out
a
what's
weapon. There's a
special.
weapon like that. I think I read about a weapon like that in the book where it's like it's a mixture of all different alloys, or maybe it's a spiked club with different spices of
Find a
alloy.
blacksmith. You could probably have that custom modified.
German blacksmith.
Nickel tip,
Chromium.
copper tip.
So, is there a place for those of us who don't have iron weapons, we can get an iron crowbar or something? And,
I don't.
well, it's cold iron, right?
Cold
That's
iron's
not
different.
quite as easy as
oh,
getting.
maybe you can. What is the difference between iron and cold iron? I can't believe
That's how
that
it's
was-
forged.
What's that?
How it's forged.
Yeah,
iron.
not everybody can forge cold iron. That's pretty difficult actually to do that.
I see.
Cold iron sounds to me like it's going to be really brittle and.
Ooh, now I have to make a save check every time I use it.
It's actually not brittle.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah, it's really not.
So it's
Because
unlike
usually you heat up even after you forge it, you heat it up so that you can relieve stresses within the
Yeah.
material.
and fold it 1,000 times like a ninja samurai.
Like your Highlander sword.
Hanzo blade.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, hustle.
Hanzo.
All right, I guess there's nothing I
We're
can
so
think of that we
nerdy.
need right now.
All right, you board the train.
Oh, telescope? Can we buy a telescope? Like
In a microscope.
one of those like ones that like
And a
contract
stethoscope.
and retract.
Good, no place is open at this point. So it's 7 o'clock on
Stethoscope.
Sunday morning.
All right, never mind.
The stethoscope.
Sneakoscope.
They don't have the flea market. No, it's not. Everybody's in church.
It is. Actually, it's Monday.
Scope.
You're leaving.
Moloscope.
Better.
It's Monday, January 28th.
Mm.
Wednesday morning is when the ship sets sail. You can board Tuesday night,
It's not. It's 1885.
1895.
1895.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm just doing. So it was
Who's in the World Series?
2 weeks and 118 years ago, precisely, that this took place from where we are right now.
There is actually, at the end of the whole thing, there is a historical event tied to this, which was the impetus for this entire event.
Which I don't want to know. I have not looked it up. It'll be fun to find out what that is.
About time to get rid of that darn Grove, Cleveland.
Is that about
First term or second term?
Second term.
Second term.
Oh,
Who's taking?
Time for,
Who would
time
you,
for McKinley nominee.
who would you bet for president? Who would you bet next president?
William Jennings Bryan.
All right, moving on.
Great
Joel, did you get to read the recap I sent or no?
No.
Great war.
I received it and I never got around reading it.
You
I
failed.
couldn't read that half page.
As soon as Mike said he wasn't reading it, I figured I
Mike's that was so perfect.
yeah.
The last line of it was, "I'm glad I wrote this so nobody will read it." To which Mike responds, "Well, I didn't read it because you actually did read it." Right?
He said it's really nice
I
of you
did.
to do this.
Because I'm not gonna read it.
This is the first one I've read.
I thought it might be too long for Jeff. I was afraid.
It was nice.
It was more than 3
bite-sized.
words, right?
Yeah.
Did Jeff have? Could Jeff
I
read?
gave my students to do 2 problems and I sat down and read it.
It looked so short, I thought I'd just come back to it sometime during the afternoon. Next thing you know, the afternoon's over.
All right.
That works, sadly.
You board the train. It's a different train, different set of cars. They honor your tickets from the last train because you saved them.
Are we on a train or a boat?
we're taking the train to the boat still.
Oh, that's kind of good. I wondered how the train people would have thought because they didn't really see the nature of the threat. So
we should do an investigation check, a notice check, every check we could do on this train to figure out where people are, how big the train is, how soon it'll get there, like any weak points in the train, anything that's specific to the train that is it.
You guys, there's like 4 cars.
Like anything can happen to this train on the way.
There's like 4 cars. You guys have stationed yourselves strategically between and within every car.
Yeah.
Some of us are on top, some of us are underneath.
Maybe we should see if the train is made out of cold iron.
Mikey rides with the conductor.
I've always wanted to learn how to drive a train. That would be awesome.
it's like a much smaller train now, right? Like unless they got it reconnected over the past day and a half.
They're running. It's the normal train runs. It's usually just 3 passenger cars. They've added a few cars because they're trying to get the rest of the people.
Okay.
They did eventually get everybody who was stranded to Hanover over the course of the night. And this
All
train,
the hotel owners must jack up their prices. Like right now, it's at a premium. Trying to find a place to stay.
So
In Bremer.
if everybody gives me a notice check.
Who's got the best notice in the group, by the way?
D8.
I'm gonna, ooh, you might be the most
5.
observant.
By notice, I mean D6.
7.
7 Joel?
7. 7 up.
3.
I rolled a 10.
Why'd you roll 2d6? Oh, I see.
Well, right for your wild
What
eye.
you get is
What'd you roll, Jeff?
3. And I
Adam?
want your judgment.
Adam?
5.
What do you notice? with
5
a
as
3?
well for Quirk.
Okay, so
What do you notice with a 3?
Quirk,
Not-
Egon, and
this is a
Shepard
train.
definitely recognize some people from the previous car,
Okay.
the previous travel.
Nobody juiced up on Sarah.
No, would you? Erling, without a doubt, recognizes a couple people, and he thinks one of them is a person who saw the beginning of what transpired in the car, in the dining car with the Hyde serum. So he's probably aware of what you guys may or may not have done.
Did he see me? Smash the bottle, flip it, hit him.
You know, I feel really bad because that was probably one of those visual things you described. That I didn't write it up and post it.
All right. As long as that other dude remembered it.
Well, you don't know that. Mikey's just fairly certain that this is the guy that Adam rushed out of the car. Because Mikey saw him in the between cars as he pulled them through.
The men's room.
So.
But when I get an opportune moment, I would make sure to tell everybody about the fact that this guy might recognize us for sure.
Sure. All right. So.
I make sure. Oh, and I make sure to point him out and make sure that he sees me pointing him out, so that he's even more paranoid.
Dude, that guy's pointing at me. He and his 7 giant friends.
Yeah.
You buy them some pretzels and bratwurst.
Mind if we dance with your dates?
All right.
I'll say.
All right. So the train pulls out. Choo choo. There's no meal service. It's just it's an hour.
So there's only beer service.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
And?
So there's only small beer.
It's the light
service.
beer, not the dark beer.
It's only light beer.
Hey, in the late 1800s, they didn't have water.
It's all they drink was beer. I know. It's safer than drinking the
It was
water.
what they would do is they would brew the beer, and the stuff that was left over, the grains, they would rebrew again, and that would only get to like 1 or 2%, but that was enough to kill the bacteria,
Well, that, the boiling.
and that's what everybody would eat, or everybody would drink
They
throughout
would
the
give
day.
us something called the small beer.
Kids, yeah.
You think we're going to catch cholera?
We're drinking the.
Not only the
Light
alcohol,
beer.
but
Good
also
point.
the boiling it for an hour or 2.
What a different way of life versus the beer that these guys drink.
Well, I'll drink.
Do you want to take this and just put it up on the bar after that?
So the train pulls out. You guys gonna explore? I mean, it looked like it was all passenger cars. There might have been one shipping container, one cargo cart.
Know your territory. It's their first week of fighting the unnatural, it seems. So yeah, we're gonna There's not much to explore, but we'll go check it out.
But yeah, there's no lounge car, there's no bar or anything.
Okay.
I think honestly at this point we would be so paranoid that there's no way any of us could probably relax on this train ride anyway.
We're all gonna have like PTSD.
A little, Jeff, a little.
From train experiences. It's true.
You have a lot more train riding to go around Europe.
Wake up screaming. Yeah, exactly.
Guys, I'm sure the boat trip to America is going to be nothing compared to this.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. So relaxing, calm, a time to read. Shall be lovely.
All right.
It's going to be nothing compared to this train ride.
Precisely.
From
All right, give me a
one
notice,
Germany
perception,
up
whatever you want to call it, check.
What? Notice?
Another notice.
Yeah, notice. Well, now that was the first notice was getting on.
It's on
3.
the notice.
I got a 3
This is
and 1 the
your
first time,
exploration of the train.
3 and 1 the second time.
4.
9.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
I rolled a 5.
Quirk's got a 4.
You know you're not adding them together? But,
All right. So Shepard and Erling are the only ones paying attention well. Shepard even more so. And it's eerily normal and boring.
Woo! Yes! I love it. Just
You
a
know,
normal train Something's ride. wrong.
You know what? It's really dull around here.
should I take
Did you
a
notice
nap?
You are all
I feel
pretty
like-
tired.
I feel like I need to just randomly assault somebody.
Sometimes normal is just normal.
Next thing you're gonna tell me a cigar is just a cigar.
Yikes. Hey, Freud was around this time too.
He's
He was in Germany too, wasn't he?
Actually, that's what I really need to do is get a list of famous people. Well, no, like Planner's Peanuts guy. Was it Planner's Peanuts? No, it was Tetley Tea.
Yeah, it's definitely.
The dinner Tetley Tea. One of the tea guys has a big thing that goes on in 1896.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You didn't know that?
I don't think I did.
All right. So the
You
train,
don't know your tea history.
the hour and a half,
German tea history.
the hour and a half train ride kicks off. Are you guys just sitting in your seats? Are you wandering the train? What do you?
I think we're just kind of, put the hat down and take a little snooze. Because if something isn't happening now, we better invite it to happen. But I'll take.
All right. So everybody, give me a vigor check.
Yeah.
Actually, okay. Is anybody actively going to fight sleeping and move around, or?
I want to sleep.
Okay.
Quirk is definitely the
7.
glass cannon. He's incredibly low vigor and low strength, so he's sleeping as well.
9.
7.
Now, does that mean that you do fall asleep?
You know, Mike, if you rolled D6 space D6, I think that may give you what you're looking for 2 rolls.
Oh, I can tell you what to roll for.
Bob can show you, tell you the magic answer there.
Yeah, there's a whole thing that'll automatically do the exploding and take the higher of 2, and
So,
it's really cool.
Do I have to open something other than the basic die roller, or?
nope,
No,
it's just what you type in there.
Okay.
So I'm just experimenting. I think I have it, but
All you have to, so everybody who makes any effort,
9.
got
Okay.
5.
you all sleep, you sleep through arriving in Bremen, you sleep
We
through,
slept through it? Oh no.
Bremen was the intermediary stop. It stops there for 10:30, it leaves at 11, nobody even rolls over. Oh wait,
Why did I roll a 7?
I got a 5. No, not enough.
Shepard and Laszlo are kind of snuggly in an awkward kind of way.
Any port in storm.
Where's your other hand?
Between 2 pillows.
those aren't true pillows.
What?
I get no.
I'm the one that.
You did lead it in. You both get it. You both get that one. Planes, trains, and automobiles reference. Come on. That never happened.
That is pretty good.
Right over the plate.
There you go, Mikey. You see that? I don't know what Bob's rolling now. Alrighty. So before you know it, the train pulls into Bremmerhaven. You're drinking beer at noon on Monday. If you
well,
want.
that's the summer.
Across the time zone.
So you have arrived at the city of Bremmerhaven. The wait, I did history stuff here for you. Everybody give me a history check. Adam,
What's the history?
because you were the, you can just call it in check if you don't have it. It's untrained in check if you don't have it.
Not
Adam,
knowledge, just like a regular.
yeah, real knowledge. Adam, you don't.
just be smart.
You can make
I have
smarts. Yeah.
knowledge, but I don't have history.
But untrained, so -2 from the.
Adam, yours is not untrained because you're from the area. In some regards.
So would this be an explode?
7.
If I roll a 4, and
Yes.
I'm untrained.
Yep, you still explode.
7
The final result, you subtract the 2.
from my D4.
Whoa, look at Mike.
8. I don't know history, but I got an 8.
Well done. I got a 7.
All right. Well, since you've all passed it, you find a plaque that
But
tells
look
you the
what
story.
Mike got. Mike got a.
Yeah, Mike's added up. 8 plus. Oh,
Yeah, it
seven.
should just be. I'll just call it an 8 and a 2, right?
Yeah, it's
It's added up because you exploded on the D.
yeah, you exploded on the D.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
noted.
it's 15 then. Okay.
So you guys catch Erling reading the plaque talking about the history of the station. The train from Bremen to Bremmerhaven, the tracks were laid in the early 1850s as one of the first railroads in Germany.
Yeah, this is early.
From 1859 to 1862, they built the terminal station that you're in right at this point. And starting next year, 1896, they're building a railway. They're extending it, and they're going to decommission this station, which I also have pictures of. You have no idea how hard it was to find the freaking pictures of the damn Bremmerhaven station.
This railroad's just a fad.
Now we're gonna catch on. Where was the U.S. in the mid 1880s for railroads?
So here you are. Here's the train station as you were pulling in.
Were we out west yet? Were we?
1880s is Wild West.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
1870 something. 1878 was when the golden spike.
Is that the goal? Okay.
So here's the you can see where you pulled in.
In Africa?
Adam, if you click down one, you'll get to see a little better view of it.
And in Africa? Where were we? Where was Britain in Africa at that point?
Close.
Wow, that's heavy.
That's where they used to
So
take the mummies and use those as fuel in like Egypt.
And you know what else they had up until
Crazy.
like 1920s? They had a mummy brown pencil color, which they got by burning just spare mummies that they took from Egypt, and it kind of finally ran out when they ran out of mummies. But like 100 years, they had a mummy brown color. People just knew of it. That was crazy.
here is the actual picture of the Bremmerhaven terminal station.
I didn't realize I was
Or
trying
like
to scroll down.
Grand box, Mummy Brown.
I didn't know there was another picture.
No, that was higher. You did fine.
That's pretty cool.
It took me a long time to find these pictures.
Wow.
You should see what my Google image search is just so distorted now. I
She's a
get
young
like
girl.
Pinterest is like Victorian fashion.
You're on a list now.
I'm just
That's where
getting
you
weird.
log out of Google to do your searches.
Yeah,
Looks
right.
kind of like the
Private
Railroad
one.
Museum in Montgomery, Alabama.
You mean porn mode?
Okay, we've been there.
I was gonna say I know about private mode. I don't know how Bob knows about private mode.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a what mode? You said what was the what now?
Private mode. The non-history. Incognito.
That's the
Oh,
pro version, isn't
look
it?
at
Yeah.
your torrents there. Yeah, that's right.
Actually, the thing that changed the world for me was that when I installed an ad blocker. It's so much safer to look at questionable torrent sites and so on and so
Yeah.
forth.
It's true. You shouldn't be surfing without an ad block.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Never lead your soldier into battle without his helmet.
Precisely.
That's what I have heard.
Never search the internet without an ad blocker.
Then you need an ad blocker so you can get to sites that'll block your ad block your content from
That,
your
What-
you're
what
joking,
is-
but it's true.
Oh, I know. I'm
What
telling
if
you.
you're searching for an ad?
You don't want to click on any ads you're going to search for.
All right. So you arrived in Bremmerhaven. Congratulations.
You'll never believe what these 1980 stars look like now.
It,
Oh no, those still show up.
Those-
Those aren't ads.
it took longer.
Number 14 is amazing.
Yeah.
You won't believe it.
The train trip in reality would have taken less time than our playtime to get here.
Oh, I believe it. Are you sure we've been playing for a month on this train?
Yeah.
So,
I got an email today from a woman who's got an inheritance in the bank in
From
Estonia,
Nigeria?
I think.
Estonia.
Not
Goodness.
Nigeria?
Wait a minute, was it Nigeria?
A prince?
Yeah. Do you just need to give her a deposit to help her take care
Just to cover the fees
I
for
mean, I
the...
felt bad for her.
Don't do it, Joe.
If you ever want to just story, talk to Doru about his parents because his father went back to fight for a piece of property they deserved and owned.
Wow.
Oh,
they
legit
left.
in Romania?
Did he win? Did
Yes.
he get it? Oh, good
He
for
did.
him.
He couldn't get back here. But
So, all right.
Not after
So
training.
as you're leaving the train station,
Pretty cool.
Jonathan Quirk, is that you? It's a female voice.
Jonathan
Sounds young.
turns around.
Your mom?
English.
What does he see?
Um,
Looking into the crowd.
a fairly young woman is calling out and waving to you. You know.
I said what she's wearing.
Oh, sorry. I missed that.
She's actually relatively attractive, fairly young, and
Does he
She's speaking in
recognize it?
German?
you immediately recognize her as
English.
Anna Boker.
Sweet
She was the
sassy
nanny
lass.
for your child.
Oh,
She's what?
Jonathan's face goes ashen as he recognizes the nanny for his child. A living reminder of the passing of his own kin and his wife as well. But then that quickly washes over, and a smile joins his face. Anna Boga?
It's so good to see you.
And
I was
you?
so concerned that you were just going to lock yourself away. Are you still performing?
I have chosen a different line of
Is
work.
there a hug?
these
Is
days.
there a?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this like a?
It's
Yeah,
Victorian, so
early
they're a
hug-
little.
yeah,
It's more of a little
hug.
dainty handshake.
Victorian? You
Oh,
get to
okay.
see the ankle and like how.
And you're
Right.
like, wow.
Laszlo was getting ready to stand up and get a hug as well as being a friend to the hug.
But
Yeah,
Laszlo can't stand up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this like a nanny in the Schwarzenegger household?
Oh, but where are my manners? Please allow me to introduce you to my associates. We have Officer Shepard here.
Twirling his baton.
It's a pleasure to meet a man of law.
And this is Mr. Laszlo, a man who has traveled far to be here today. And we are also joined by Dr. Von Braun and
A
Dr. Erling, who attended Yale, in fact.
Really?
A master of ancient Egyptology and other skills.
Have you ever seen a mummy?
It's like Oxford.
I've seen many mummies, yes.
With a U, not an O.
Well, actually,
I'm sorry?
Mummy, not a mommy.
it's 1700s. That's
No, a mummy, yes. I've seen
Okay.
many.
And this young man.
I'd be happy to show you something.
That's nothing like Oxford.
And this young man is Ford Farley.
What are you doing with these men, man?
I don't know. It is that sure.
Ford.
You want to support Fairlane?
She chats amicably with everybody.
What exactly are you doing here in Bremmerhaven?
I bet if we went back to watch.
Oh, I'm
Fairlane,
my new
watch
charge is here. I'm actually working for an older
I've
woman now,
watched it
helping
for
her.
the past 5 years.
And she's taking a trip to the Americas.
Oh,
We
my.
leave in a couple days.
Hey,
You're going to the Americas.
Yes. Well, she's going, and I'm along as her help.
Quirk becomes quite serious, the smile dissolving from his face. I would recommend that you postpone your trip. I can't tell you more, but I would recommend if you could postpone it, it would be wise.
I'll talk to her, but I think she's already bought the tickets.
If you care for your ward and for your new family, consider those words.
It's not her ward. She's helping an older woman. That's all now. There's no
Oh,
child
okay.
involved. I misspoke when I first said it. So
I tell Cord not to worry. We'll keep an eye. I'll keep an eye on it for you.
Thank you, Madam.
yeah, but that's not the eye you want her to keep on
And it was a pleasure speaking with you, but we are on urgent business. Perhaps when our business is done, we can catch up. Best of luck to you.
Yes.
I don't know how to answer.
So what are you doing here?
Terrible day.
International business.
No.
We've been sent from
we
London.
had to go to
We think that we can wrap up our business in a few days. All goes
a little bit of
well.
Russian, a little bit of everything.
You know how it goes.
Yes.
He doesn't want to get her involved in any of this, so he's looking to.
Is she
Close the
from
conversation.
Germany?
No, she's English. She's previously
On break.
previously she was caring for Jonathan Quirk's child. Now she's helping an older woman.
Who was brutally murdered. By the way.
Yeah, we heard. Shut up.
My clan, 329, destroyed by the goblins.
10,000 goblins.
There were
Only 6 walked away.
40,000 goblins. I was the only survivor.
I've not hated goblins for 365 years.
349 years, but it feels like 365.
And the next time I tell the story, it'll be 389.
That's precisely right. You've heard this story before.
For 400 years, I've been sieging down these goblins. 5,000 years.
I've digressed. Sorry.
These two haven't shut up, so. All right. You've arrived in Bremmerhaven. I'll remind you of everything that I sent you earlier. Since, your goal is, of course, to retrieve the vials of Hyde serum from Roman Hislop.
What?
You may want to figure out what Anton's role is in all of this. The ship leaves Wednesday.
It is Monday now?
It is Monday noontime.
Okay.
The ship leaves, you can board Tuesday night, leaves very early Wednesday morning.
Okay.
Your other plot hooks were Bremmerhaven books.
It's like a adventure computer game. Just look in the quest book.
I'm just calling it what it is. You have the safe house that she gave you information to.
Yep.
You can look up Bremmerhaven books if you call the artifacts that were stolen from the Old Worlders. Lodge was shipped from Bremmerhaven books to Bremmerhaven books. One in Berlin, one in there.
That was Arthur someone who Erling was a friend of Erling's father. Had
Yes.
stuff stolen as well that got shipped to Bremmerhaven.
Yes.
So there's a tie to your father there too, I guess.
Those were the open hooks that I remembered.
Okay.
I tried to make it as easy as possible for you guys.
Shall we go to the?
I have no preconceived ideas of what everything is, so.
Shall we go to the Rastafarians first?
Rosicrucians.
Say again.
Rosicrucians?
Prosecutions. Prosecutions.
Alright.
Just we'll know we have some friends in the city. They might be able to.
Well, it's a safe house. You don't know if anybody's even there.
Well, we have a place to stay and perhaps allies.
Alright. So.
Does Anna know where Bremmerhaven Books is? Maybe she might know where its bookstore is.
She just came in on a train today too.
Oh, okay, okay.
A different train.
Okay.
They're throwing food tonight. We're degenerating quickly here.
Pretty close.
It's 10:30. Jeff's not passing out.
He's like standing up and stuff.
It's got a little bit of an arc on it.
So, all right, you travel across the city. It's a beautiful city.
Mm.
It's much nicer than Berlin. It's cleaner. I don't want to say it's more modern.
Nicer than that picture of the train station.
Similar,
Okay.
but it's fairly well maintained. It's not quite as big as Berlin. Maybe you're just in a nice section. It's hard to tell. It's a good walk to get there. You
Station in Montgomery. It looks
between
just like that.
It's crazy.
The way I
between
remember it.
Egon and Ford, you're able to get directions from other people. You know, where's this street? Where's that street?
Bring those 2 bags of chips.
How do I get over there?
Before you finish it?
You arrive at the. I'll put it this way: you arrive at the end of the street where it is. I'll leave it to you how you approach. If you just want to walk over, or if you're cautious, I will leave it to you.
Are there windows into?
Yeah, it's actually a fairly nice looking house. Probably slightly larger than you expected.
Multi-floor kind of deal.
Multi-floor.
Oh, okay. Maybe we take a peek through the window and see what we see. Maybe we ask Ford to do it. He's a little shorter.
Actually, I think before we do that, maybe we kind of is it a single house by itself, or is it one of those typical row houses that you probably see in the 1800s, late 1800s?
This is a nicer area, so it's not a row house. There's
Okay.
there's a tiny little yard. There's.
I think maybe we should get somebody in the backyard or around the side before we start looking inside. Just kind of see if anything tries to get out the back while we're coming in the front or something like that.
Very wise, Erling. Good call. I'll be happy to join somebody entering the approach from the rear.
Hey,
Just say, just lay it up there for us.
There's a home run.
I'm back.
All right, so Quirk goes around back.
I'll go with them.
Okay, you reach around back. Got it.
Yep.
God.
I do a reach around.
I give myself.
Actually, for Cork, it'd be more like a reach down around back.
What are you guys talking about?
It's okay, Ford. Why don't you just stay up front here and get ready to knock on the door? This way, if anything comes out, they'll kill you and not us.
Do you want me to sell Girl Scout cookies or something?
Yes, exactly.
We're no Girl Scouts yet.
All right, so are you guys being stealthy? Do you need to make a stealth roll, or you just?
Oh yeah, stealth is the watchword, I think.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I need a stealth roll from Quirk and the guys who are in the back. I definitely need a stealth roll for.
Okay.
Brooks got a little training of sleight of hand.
I'm
on
going with,
stage.
I'm with them.
All right, those are guys going around back.
3.
Get stealth check.
Oh, very impressive. Well done.
Especially bad.
3. No, oh, I exploded.
Oh my god.
We all going around back?
I think I tripped over a garbage can.
You got a 15 2 rolls ago, or 1 roll ago. I think you still
Yeah.
made the 4 the minimum requirement to succeed.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I actually rolled that wrong. That should be a D6 and a D6. I just put the D8 in there. No, I don't have a D8 still.
You want some?
All right, so
There you go. That's not so bad there, Mike.
Mike easily sneaks around back. Who else went around back?
I did.
And Quirk. And
I got
Laszlo
8.
did too, I think.
Oh,
Oh, we got a 3. I might do a reroll.
Okay, so all the guys who successfully made it.
Gotcha.
Oh, I thought you were just giving him a penny.
7.
Okay, so everybody successfully sneaks around back. Who tries to sneak around back?
Oh, by the way, there's one thing I noticed when I was listening last week. When you guys give bennies to each other, that's not evident. You should say that you're using a benny or you're getting a benny, so people know.
I have given a Benny to Jeff and Joel tonight for the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles reference.
That's good.
I have received a Benny back from Jeff Laszlo
Because
because he just blotched his roll.
Stealth, not so stealthy.
He's too confident to be stealthy.
Yes, exactly.
Why do you stealth?
I am super stealthy.
You make it around back. Doesn't look like there's anybody home. Nobody seems to notice you going around back. Out front still is Ford and Egon, and that's it.
Why did it stay in the front? Maybe I should have gone around back with you guys. No, because I don't want to get yelled at by Shepard. I'm in the front with Ford.
Is there a back door?
And they're always.
Is there a back door?
It's not open.
Windows again, I assume.
Yep.
Creep up to the windows.
Okay.
Take a look inside.
All right. She's going to shoot. All right. It's a Victorian era. You look at this Victorian era sitting room. There's
So the same room, the same house that was in the Bremen Railroad,
Hanover.
Hanover, is the same house that we're trying to break into?
No,
No,
I don't have a house. I don't have a house picture.
I'm just looking. Oh, okay.
It could be though.
Okay, this should be where I
Somebody took a
improv
full
this
lunch
20 minutes ago.
Somebody took a full lunch today.
I did. I gave you a recap.
How was your lunch? How many lunches did you have?
I don't think lunch.
Looking in, there's a kitchen area. It does not look like it's been used.
Cafeteria.
There's a sitting area, dining room. That's about the extent of what you can see from where you are.
Okay. Well,
Stairs,
gentlemen,
hallway,
I say we handle this like civilized men that we are.
Where do the stairs go?
they go up.
Too
You don't
easy.
even get, yeah, you don't even get
Too
anything for that
easy.
one.
Let's knock on the front door. See if anybody's home.
Knock 3 times.
She told you the key was under the mat.
Well, then we can still knock, but then you take it.
Okay.
So, Quirk suggests going around the front. Knock 3 times.
Does everybody go around front?
I
I'm staying
can't
back.
go around front because I'm already there.
What, Jeff?
I'm a back door man.
That's what she said.
It's a Doors song, nobody.
All right, so Laszlo stays out the back. Everybody else knocks on the front door.
Yep.
Ford and I, or at least I will. I don't know if Ford's joining us.
All right.
Erling, are you staying in the back or are you going in front?
I'll stay in the back just in case. Well, if
Okay.
you guys want.
We got a 2-man.
Somebody can come let me in.
That's
Knock
fine.
along.
All right. You knock on the door.
Yep.
Knock on the door.
3 and 4.
A couple seconds later, you hear what sounds like somebody running down the stairs and out the back door into Erling and Laszlo. Give me a
Thunk.
Elbow check.
strength or agility check.
Elbow check. Hip check.
Strength or agility?
Your call.
I'm gonna do agility because that's my higher of the two.
You know wait for him to roll. 29.
Oh my
I'm
god!
gonna let him go.
Are you serious? Mike, that is amazing.
He's no man.
Only Mikey can skew the computer rolls too.
That's incredible.
I know, right?
He rolls like this with dice. He rolls like this with computers.
He picks up other people's dice and he's like, I don't know what your problem is.
His last 3 rolls were 15, 4, and 29.
You know what's fun, Bob? Crafts with Mikey.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we did that night at
We
the
did
holiday
that.
party.
Did he do
So-
well?
It was a casino. It was a casino night party so it wasn't real money.
Oh, okay.
It didn't count. It wasn't real money, so it wasn't as well as you expected.
Mike's not allowed in the major casinos anymore.
They know his name.
But we did make a lot of chips.
That's good.
You did. All right, so
I'm gonna try to back Mike up. I want to give him +2. Is that?
Mike comes out. This guy slams open the door, runs down the steps. Out of nowhere comes Mike. Crossbody blocks him, pins him to the ground.
Awesome.
Dude's out for the count.
Dude is naked at this point. Somehow Mikey stripped him on the way down to the ground. No weapons,
Yes.
no nothing.
That would be about right.
He shaved him on the way to the ground.
And tied his hands and feet and hog-tied him.
Hog-tied him.
It's like a spring cat.
When you roll a 29, you can do that in Savage Worlds.
Yeah,
Why are we
you
going in the front?
I think we're just waiting for someone to open the door.
We just knocked on the door and saw him
I
through the
guess
window.
nobody's home.
Did we see him though in the window? We heard the bump, bump,
We
bump.
heard the thump, thump, thump.
You saw the flash as it came down the
So
steps.
nobody came to the front door?
No,
Oh, so he was naked to start.
he was never
You
naked.
saw the flash to.
It was never naked. I was not naked. I was without apparel.
By the way, you kind of have reminded me.
You were
if,
underdressed.
if the Flash was there, if the Flash existed, like you go and you clean your house real quick before anybody gets home. You do it in 3 seconds, but you just aged that amount of time it took to actually physically clean your house. So at this point in the TV show, the Flash is probably like 10 years older than all of his friends because that's like 10 years worth of
relatives.
Actually, the superpower nobody ever equates to with the Flash and all the other speed ones
Mhm.
is the increased thought processes to keep up with all those actions.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Every now and then you'll see him read a book from stem to stern,
Yeah.
and then he'll have the knowledge, but then he'll say that he loses it after a certain amount of time.
Not an
Let's read it
application.
again.
Yeah,
Not an application.
Because imagine if you went through the New York City Library.
like in
How
2
fast-
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Is-
smart
you know
would
what? If you went through and you skimmed through 4 books, it took you 4 hours.
Yeah.
It'd be extremely tedious to you. It may take him 4 seconds. Is that tedious to him?
I would say yes. I
Okay,
think
it's all
time-
about perspective.
Because when you see him and he's dodging a bullet, all of a sudden you see from his perspective, and the bullet is like lazily going by, like.
He
bullet
has a
time.
book in his hand.
Right. So,
He's like drinking cappuccino.
so for him, I think it does pass relative like it does for us. But see, now this is the sort of thinking in the superhero game. If you went to the New York Library and you read all the books, I would give you mad bonuses. That is very creative.
It's all over now.
Yeah, that's really good.
And the poor guy goes to the dentist. Oh.
All right.
Well,
He went to the
Well,
dentist.
You got a little something.
What is it?
Yeah. No, close.
Ah.
Close.
All right.
The naked gun now? Just waiting for that.
Oh. So you got something and the banana falls out.
All right. You guys are horrible tonight.
Sorry.
Oh, I think we're even worse than last time.
We're
All right.
awake. We are awake.
So we heard thump, 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 and we saw movement, and we heard crash, bang, boom.
You heard a guy go out the back door, and then you heard some cursing and a loud thump as Mikey took him down.
And we're at the front door.
Yes.
We open the door.
Give Laszlo his due. I jump right, force that guy left, right into Mikey. Yeah. It's an equal partnership.
I thought Mike jumped over you.
I rolled a 3. I think it's pretty obvious that we both.
That you provided absolutely no assistance.
Nope, not gonna go.
So we open the front door.
I rolled 2 3s. Is that?
The door is locked. You use the key, obviously.
Under the mat.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Look under the mat.
Yeah, there's the key.
Mikey threw the key to you. after stripping the guy
Yeah.
around the house.
And it
He
landed
threw
in the
it
keyhole.
perfectly so that like he's so like we're like what's going on? All of a sudden the key falls off the roof.
It bounced off of you into the keyhole, yeah.
Sounds about right.
Whoa! Now you're getting crazy.
Just like when Joel was driving around the car in the zombie apocalypse game, you flew out the bottom of the car. Anyway,
There's only a few zombies in the road.
no. This is you were driving around a grocery store or something. There was a guy up
Right.
top. He was shooting down at you.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I remember now.
All right. So, do you look around the house, or do you go out and see who Erling is? What Erling's
Well,
got?
we just heard a noise.
You heard you saw a guy run past and out the back.
Yeah. Well, we go check out, make sure our buddies are okay.
Unlock the door and go in through the front door. It's easier.
Make
To
sure
Go
nobody
straight to
comes
the
out
back.
the front door as that's the person.
Okay, everybody who's going through the house, give me a quick notice check just to.
That's what a good police officer would do.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to assist Mike. Okay, I'm not gonna do
In
it.
holding him down.
11.
Mikey's balancing
Oh
him
my
on
gosh!
his head.
Well done,
Five.
Chuck.
Quirk.
6 today.
Quirk, where's your 20?
You got an 11. I got an 11.
11.
Right, you guys don't notice
Not-
anybody else in the
not really
house. You don't
20.
hear any noises upstairs.
We don't hear
Say
anything.
again. Say again.
You don't see anything else in the house or hear any noises upstairs. So as far as you can tell, this person was the person in the house.
Maybe we leave one person back just to be safe. Quirk will stay back while the others go forward.
Okay.
Bravo.
You get back there. Erling has got the guy pinned down, and Egon recognizes him
Laszlo helping. Yeah.
as Dr. Johann
Fraser.
Sebastian.
Fraser.
Johann Fraser.
Let him up.
No, it's not Sebastian Bach.
You recognize him.
Dr. Fraser! You're alive!
Barely.
Who's got him?
Erling.
Erling. You. You can let him go. He's Oldfelder from Berlin.
It's just where you're running to, Doctor.
This is Mikey. You there, Mikey?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so Adam recognizes him as the old worlder that he was looking for earlier.
Okay, so I shouldn't keep beating him up?
So you're gonna let him up?
No.
Just gonna loosen up a little bit. Huh?
We have a good hold on.
You can let him
We're
breathe
gonna keep that
instead,
Good hold on him.
Yeah, I'll let him breathe now, but I'm not letting him up yet.
Would you mind letting me go, please?
Why were you running?
Where were you running? Yeah, exactly.
Everybody I know is dead.
You know.
He knows
They chased me
He doesn't know that.
from Berlin to Hanover
I haven't seen him since I
to
left.
to Bremer where I lost them.
Who chased you?
At first I thought it was the Cabal, but I don't think it's them now. I think it's another group.
Another.
Go between them,
a
what is
German,
crazy?
a Bulgarian. No, what are you? Hungarian.
Hungarian.
2 Brits.
Muslim?
And Northern Northlander.
No, not you.
Niederlander.
Netherlander. That Netherlander?
In whatever Ford is.
The child.
He's not American, is he? Ford? No, sorry. Ford is German, right?
Yeah, but I'm not giving Ford the accent because that's too hard for me to do.
And what is Erling? Erling is
Erling's
Norwegian.
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 That's right. Thank you.
Johann is more the German.
Niederlander.
Not as quite as thick accent as you. Would you please let me up?
Erling, let him out.
You're not gonna run anywhere, right?
No. I almost trust him.
I am in my ready to pounce stance as I help him up.
Young man, you should. He's older. He's probably about 50. You should use the bathroom because you look like you have to go.
I go if you go.
You have weird friends.
He's Hungarian.
Hungarian.
Is everything okay?
He's where are you from? This Oldfelder from Hungary.
Another old worlder.
Da.
It's good to meet you.
When did you become Russian?
What Hungarian? You were hunting the Russians, weren't you?
No, we fought
The Turks.
Turks.
Yes, the Turks. That's what I meant.
it's so good to see you alive. How did you survive the attack on the Old Brothers base?
Lodge.
Lodge in Berlin.
I went to get a pizza.
Okay.
Sneakers. That was sneakers. That was a sneakers reference. Nobody got
I
it.
didn't watch it. My
Falafel.
I was out when everything happened. When I returned, it was already over. I was spotted and pursued. I just made the train leaving, and I continued to run until here. I knew of the safe house.
Where have you been staying since you have left Berlin?
The safe house, you just said it.
This one. Oh. Well, he said he got chased from one place to another place to another.
From he basically followed the same path you did, except he did it without a train breaking down, and without having to stop and
Day
kill
and a
anyone.
half.
Without killing a demon along the way.
It only took him like 8 hours.
How
to get
many demons you killed?
there. 12, just not this month.
So have you heard about the Ripper's Lodge in Berlin? The Ripper's Lodge was also ransacked.
Yes, I left the Old Worlders and ran there. Ford, is that you?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's me.
Thanks.
Hey, Doc.
The part of Ford today will be.
I can't have Josh talking to himself.
No, that's well,
I've done that already.
Nothing wrong with
Ford recognizes him by appearance as another name. You know, it's not like there's a lot of kids who were involved, so everyone kind of knows who Ford is, or was.
Yes, young Ford was left behind. Both the Ripper's Lodge and the Old Builders Lodge appeared to have been no survivors. So Ford saw his father cut down by the cabal, but we have been taking care of it ever since.
Yes, as I said, I do not believe it was the Cabal.
Why do you say it was not cabal?
The creatures they used were not Cabal-like. There was more of an Egyptian tint to them. They were after all of our, they specifically, from what I saw them take out, was all Egyptian stuff.
Mike, you should know about Cabal versus Egyptian
Mhm.
stuff, right?
Mm.
Well, when we were visiting in London, I think. Was it London? The Egyptian artifacts were stolen when we were visiting somebody's house.
You actually twice Egyptian things have been stolen. Once when you were in London, and from the Old Worlders Lodge.
Oh, did we know that?
Yes.
No?
We did.
Okay.
So,
Who's the expert on Egyptian?
Mikey is. He did a cursory examination of what you guys found. I gave a little bit of information, but he needed to do more research in a legit research location, not on the road.
Do you know?
Yeah.
You know exactly what was taken, Dr. Frazier?
What I'm not an Egyptian guy. I am not a history. I'm a fighter, a doctor. Okay, I put them together. I put you back together again.
Well, you can put the both things together.
Yes. Sometimes I put things together that shouldn't go together. See, I have to see what happens. So no, I saw them. I was able to observe some of what happened before I ran, and they definitely took the big obelisk that we had out of the Ripper Lodge.
I'm
Knew
sorry.
something was missing from the hallway in the front.
Erling, you seem to know the most about these things. Do you have any sense of what an obelisk and the Book of the Dead and these other items might have in common with each other? Aside from all being from Egypt?
I didn't want to steal Mike's line if he was going to use it.
Did we lose you, Mikey?
I was thinking.
No, sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing for just recently.
Erling, you seem to be the best acquainted with these objects. Is there something that they have in common? Something that we're unaware of? The Book of the Dead, this obelisk he's discussing, and those other items?
Well, I mean, obviously, the Book of the Dead is a very important ritual-based book. I mean, there's a lot of information in there. I mean, obelisks are, revered, within the Egyptian culture. I would hope that I'd have some time to kind of sit down and see what I could put together and see if there's any correlation between these different objects.
There's something rotten in the state of Denmark. Someone is operating with a purpose.
Oh, easy with making fun of Denmark.
What was that, Mikey?
They're like my neighbors.
Has it not got
Oh, that's a fair point. I hadn't considered that.
Denmark, Norway.
I don't know if you do an Egyptology check, if suddenly you might get insights.
I do acknowledge the Egyptology.
Yeah, he did. I had him do the checks when we found the items.
Okay.
Or do a Netherlander.
We'll do some more checks when we get access to a real library or the Ripper's Lodge library or
Fair enough.
whatever.
If you can do it, I'd love to hear it.
This is going to be a lot like my journey.
So what are you doing here?
I was going to say, which kinds of.
What are you doing here, Ron?
We are on business from the Rippers Lodge in London. Apparently, it seemed as though the attack on the Rippers and the Old Worlders Lodges in Berlin were headed by a man named. Help me out here.
Antoine.
Anton. Actually, you didn't tie Anton to that at all.
Now, who's the guy from the Rippers? We didn't tie Anton to the Rippers
John
Lodge
Hart.
tax?
John Hart.
Oh,
No,
he's a good
guy who
Anton.
stole,
Oh, Hislop. Roman Hislop.
Yeah.
Oh, Romanist.
Well, it seems to be tied to a man named Roman Hislop. He's looking for materials and
All the wrong places.
Well, Bremmerhaven, really. If you're looking for love, don't look for it in Bremmerhaven. Yeah, that is the wrong place.
he has stolen Hyde serum from the Lippers Lodge in London and find a way to atomize it into the air. And he got more materials from the Rippers and Old Builders Lodges in
You could just see the color drain out of his face as you're describing this.
Mm.
It's obvious he has some reference. He has some frame of reference for this.
But it's not so bad. Our reports are saying he's planning on taking a boat to
America.
America. He's going to New York City.
Oh,
so
let's go have a
so
beer.
it's not so bad.
Excuse me, that is absolutely
Wait, not in
barbarous.
Europe?
People are
Ah.
in danger.
Americans are in danger. The people of Germany will not be affected once he leaves. We should
America,
let him go unmolested. Now that I think of it.
Dr. Braun, I'm not sure if you've considered this, but America is a country full of immigrants.
Americans
doors
are
are
very far
wide.
away.
Many
They are not
German
coming back here.
and Hungarian.
As they leave Germany, they leave Hungary. What good are they to us?
They spread
I-
our.
They are the children, the brothers, the sisters, the daughters of your kin. They are your kin.
I have a cousin in New York. I'm not worried. He's in America. I don't care.
You must
He's-
not like
he
that
sees-
cousin.
He ceases to be German to me.
Huh.
Once he has left.
When
Once-
you move to
once
London,
German-
do you cease to be German once you're in London?
Once-
No, because I came right back.
Once Allemande, always Allemande.
Whoa.
That's what the Germans call Germans.
Oh,
That's what the Spanish call
sorry,
it.
I missed my reference. Siri, what do German people call other German people?
Yeah, but
Krauts.
Oh, would you like the name of a hosiery store?
Is that what it does?
Thigh highs or never mind. All right.
Oh my.
Can we go inside and talk about this? I don't like being out in the open.
Tar, yeah. Let's go inside.
All right. So you head inside. He goes back and he locks the doors behind you. Opens up the ice box where he has some beer stashed.
So I have to.
Pass this around.
You did not witness any of the attack on the Rippers Lodge or the Old Worlders Lodge?
I got there at the end when it was over. It would have been foolish for me to get involved.
Let's see.
I was eventually spotted and pursued.
Did you see who was pursuing you from Berlin? Did you get a good look at? Was it human?
Yes. Well, what I saw was human. Could it have changed shape? I don't know.
Mm.
Anybody else have any questions? Because I'm running out of ideas here. It shows there's knowledge to the game. I just can't put my finger on
I'm
it.
looking at Allemande.
I'm so happy to see you live, my mentor, my friend. You taught me all I need to know, brought me to this world of, opened my eyes to the greater world.
Have you heard anything of trains arriving, of any recent deaths? He might have had 1 or 2 days lead on us. He could have been in the city now
Mysterious
for a few days.
Bits.
There was a strangulation of a hooker last night.
Really?
Dun, dun, dun.
Where
that
was
can
that,
happen
sir?
anywhere.
Usually does, actually.
I don't know. I just remember seeing it in the paper as I got breakfast this morning.
Do you still have the paper in the house somewhere?
Wasn't reading it. I saw it over somebody's shoulder.
Okay. Have you got a smartphone? We could look it up. Perhaps on Yahoo?
I don't. I am not a Yahoo.
It
What are you
seems
talking
legit.
about?
What?
I've got him. You can tell me the
Who
first
uses
sentence.
Yahoo anymore? Come on.
Well, it's 1800s, so I
First
thought.
sentence.
Josh could get mad at me.
Maybe
Sorry.
first two sentences.
Sorry.
Seems legit, right?
Distracting. Those guys.
You guys are those guys have been distracted since they sat down.
You know legit. Well, you're
All
gonna say
right. So
money.
Adam's
Something money.
focused on whatever you're reading.
I can't.
Read it to Josh.
You can read it out loud.
You might as well. I'm feeling left out now.
Okay, it's
Dear,
donation. It turned to dearest one.
That's me.
Good day. Please kindly be honest to me. I am Mrs. Michelle Danielle from Estonia, writing from a hospital here in Ivory Coast. I am 68 years old without a child. I am married to, parentheses, Mr. Andrew C. Danielle, in parentheses, who died in the year 2011. That was one sentence.
it's a widow with a lot of money.
Oh my gosh!
What do you think, Mike? What should I do?
Wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more. Let's hear it.
Oh, wait,
Married
there's more.
for 36 years without a child. He died after a brief illness that lasted only 4 days. Before his death, we were both born-again Christian. Oh, that explains it. Since his death, I decided not to remarry or get a child outside my matrimonial home, which the Bible is against. And on and on and on. Oh my God. There's like 5 paragraphs of this.
Give us some more highlights.
Five
This is really
paragraph
good.
essay,
This
sounds
is a lot
like
of drama here.
So what do you want?
Just wants my help.
Yeah, late husband was alive, deposited a sum of $2.5 million in Abbey Dejan Cote d'Ivoire Bank. Money is still in bank as my inheritance. Doctor told me I would not last in the next 4 months due to a cancer problem. The one that disturbs me most is my stroke sickness.
Oh my god.
Comma, capital, having known my condition, I decided to donate this fund to an honest person that will utilize the money the way I'm going to instruct herein. I want an honest person that will use this fund to less privileges,
I want
like
to love this
orphanage,
person.
schools, churches, widows, propagating the word of God in your country. Presently, I'm in a hospital here in Ivory Coast where I've been taking treatment for the sickness. As soon as I receive your reply and confirm your acceptance to work as I instruct herein, I shall give you the relevant amount that will authorize the transfer of fund to you for the work of charity. First and foremost, I'd like to indicate how the fund should be used. 70% should be used to keep it for the upkeeping of less privileged and homeless with widows in your country.
That's when the horse.
Then the remaining 30 is for you. So you don't get all $2.5 million; you only get 30%. So 750,000.
Look at that. It sort of appeals to the incredibly religious person who wants to help. But
It's
it
Joel.
Also, it also appeals to the selfish person who wants a lot of money.
Greedy.
It's a great scam.
It is. Well, I'm not giving all the $2.5 million. I'm giving most of it away. I'm only keeping $0.75 mil.
She writes about her health and how she's not doing so well and she's got cancer, so you know there's a ticking countdown before
You
you
feel
get
bad
that
for
Cancer
her?
and something with a stroke too.
Right, so you know she's got like 3 days left. So all you gotta do, you gotta act quick. Time's running out on this one-time only offer. Like,
Oh, that's true too. There's an immediate call to action.
yeah.
Yeah. Because you don't want people looking at it through and go, wow, I gotta take care of this now before she dies.
It's a good scam. It really is.
So there's a reason why I got it and you guys didn't.
I was gonna say, is this coming from like Christian legal or something?
Mike, he gets 2 of those a day.
I will also issue an authority letter that will be provided you, the present beneficiary of this fund from the ministry here in Ivory Coast. I want you and the church to always pray for me because the Lord is my shepherd. My happiness is that I've lived a life worthy of Christian. Whoever that wants to serve the Lord must serve him in spirit and truth. Please always be prayerful through your life, and any delay in your reply will give me room in sourcing another person or any organization for the same purpose.
Time's running out.
Sorry, Josh.
Limited time.
So your request is send your
Sorry.
full information, such as your full name, residence address, country, age, occupation, your photo, your telephone.
Social security number.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't have
Bank
that, because all
accounts.
they have, that you get name, address, and birthday. There's a lot you can do with name,
Is
address,
Ivory
and birthday.
Coast a Christian country or is it a Muslim country?
I don't think it's in that northern Africa. I think it's kind of around the horn there.
I think it's a Christian country.
Ivory Coast? Yeah, Ivory Coast is.
Cote d'Ivoire.
I'm looking
Even
forward to
Catholic
hear from
ones.
you. Almighty God bless you and use use you to accomplish my wish.
French.
Forever and always, remain blessed. Yours, sister, Mrs. Michelle Daniel.
40% Islamic and 45% Christian. And 12.8% of the population follows animism, traditional African religion.
And the other 2.5% are Jedi.
That is fascinating.
It's a
So if any of
Farmer's
our
got
listeners
sword.
want to help out,
So you're gonna send her. I mean, all she needs is your picture, name, and address, dude, and birthday.
she sing
Bank account.
She's single
And
too?
She's single and she's dying.
and rich.
And rich.
Oh my goodness. You got the trifecta. And exotic.
Alright, this train is completely derailed.
That's
She
my
was calling
fault.
here.
I'm going to ask, are we just done here? Are you guys completely derailed?
Gosh,
No, we're just
that's my 2 penny penalty for that.
One last thing. I want to say that if I get to like the ripe old age of like 97 and I have no surviving heirs or anything, I am going to craft a letter
Come live
like
with
this,
us.
and I'm going to send it to a complete stranger. Except
It's gonna be legit.
it's going to be legit. And they'll they'll at that point, 50 years from now, they'll have so many spam. If that one person responds, I will reward them with giving them my entire life savings. I think that would be
Thing is-
really fun.
It's gonna take you a while. You better start at like 60.
Can you just meet some of our kids and just take care of them?
I know, right?
Any of us would take care of them.
Some people's kids are gonna need a lot of help.
Amen. Just
All
buy
right.
avocados.
Do you want to share the no? Do you want to share it for the internet? No, do you want to tell them that? Another day.
I should have shared that
You got to share with Mikey.
I propose.
earlier in the month. She had tried to make a
Mikey, can you hear this?
Yeah, I'm listening.
He's wincing
a
as he's.
honey, coconut oil, and a couple other ingredients that are costly and that we don't want her wasting. Face mask as well. And I found those remnants up in her room, hidden underneath a blanket. So that makes it go away.
Well, the monsters will never find it.
But then recently I found an avocado disappeared, and she had. No, I didn't take that. I don't even like avocados to eat because she turned it into a mask of some kind that ended up in the toilet seat, and I'm just wondering.
She's like, what, 14 now?
She's a freshman, so
So she's starting to. Well, my point is, her face is starting to sag. She's starting to get the wrinkles. She's got to take care of it.
Wait till she has a boyfriend.
Oh
And
God.
I propose that each game night we give Jeff 5 minutes to tell
To regale us
the
with
story of the week.
So for the record,
Every single-
We-
I
we
think
should
I
do
would
this.
love this.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna do this if that's okay with Jeff.
yeah,
That'll keep our listeners
We-
coming back.
I'll try to come up with a 5-minute.
Or drives him away.
The hard part is going to be keeping it down to 5 minutes.
Only 5.
Wow. Good luck with that, but
Amen.
yikes.
All right, Joshua, where are we?
I think we're done.
No, we're talking in the safe house, and now we gotta go find Roman Hitler, man. Anton, we need revenge.
At least let's set everything up that we want to do next session.
Anton.
So we've arrived in Bremmerhaven.
You have finally arrived at your destination, Bremmerhaven.
That is where the
The
ship
ship
is
de-
going to depart.
Yes.
Did we go
In
through?
how many hours, days?
A day and a half.
Day and a half. Bremmerhaven had to do with the books.
Bremmerhaven books. On your first train, you found a package addressed to Bremmerhaven Books from Bremmerhaven Books in Berlin. So they had another place, and that is where you found the old worlder stuff that was stolen, which is
All right,
now
so
my.
these guys are bad dudes who have Bremmerhaven books, and they deal in Defty LaRue.
That's the other road. Quirk met a lovely young lady.
Former
Is his son's governess?
daughters.
We all met.
Daughters? Whatever. It's dead. It's
And you found the safe house to stay at.
The nanny.
And most importantly, they found that Dr. Johann Freuser is still alive.
Sebastian.
Especially, no.
Does he have a lab in the house?
I don't know. Is there a lab in the house?
No, it's just a.
It's just a safe house. No lab.
So. All right. You guys-
What? Oh, Next session.
Next session.
We definitely got to check out Bremmerhaven books. We got to continue talking to Dr. Fraser.
And keep an eye out for Anton,
and Roman.
and Roman Puzley. What's his name?
Hislop.
Hislop.
That's what I said.
Have you guys figured out if there's any relation between to Roman and Anton? How they're related, if they're related at all?
I have some thoughts.
I kind of assumed that.
I think they're sisters.
Same person. Like Michael and Janet Jackson.
Because one's tall and dignified and one is hunched over and ugly.
If we weren't ending right now, that'd be worth a penny.
Hang on. Anything that the I was gonna say church lady, not the witch lady told us about Bremmerhaven?
She didn't give you much.
She told us where we could find unlimited gold, or
No.
that's the.
Who was talking? Yeah.
That was your dreams.
Mikey, what'd you get your wife for her birthday?
Nothing.
What'd you get your wife for Valentine's Day tomorrow?
So for her birthday, well, obviously I'm traveling, so she didn't really get any real present yet, but she got flowers, covered strawberries, and these. Well, she loves cake, so interestingly enough, I happened to find truffles that were filled with all different types of cake, like vanilla, chocolate, red velvet.
Let them eat cake.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. So that was delivered to her on Saturday for her birthday, Valentine's Day, and then she gets it on my wife. I have a real present for her. So.
I did get your card.
I am stopping the recording.